So I don't know, we've got this new device here called Owl that is supposed to follow us around, I'm assuming when we're speaking. So it's working? All right. 'Cause, you know, when we were at AGC down there, we hit the backs of heads all the time because that was a stationary camera. So this will be much better. So great. Thanks to everybody for coming today. Just real quick, some announcements. The couple of things that we were working on, I think I sent that out to people for some input. Department of Corrections has been reviewing their policies about visitation and access to Department of Corrections facilities. And we know that a lot of people in the past with different organizations, nonprofits, faith-based organizations, kind of run into challenges getting access sometimes because of the policies that are in place. And even more so than just the policy, the processes that they have at each prison, each institution. And so we had a long conversation, myself and the co-chair of the MCA Community Supports Committee, with the associate warden at White Lakes, Mary was involved with reviewing these policies. And we provided all of the feedback. I think that Marlon, you saw that, and Marlon provided some feedback as well about sometimes how challenging it is to gain access to a facility, or if you're providing a program or you want to visit somebody and continue to work with them once they leave the facility. There's a lot of challenges with that, not only with prohibitions in the policy, criminal history background checks, associations with persons who are incarcerated. So we provided about 2.5 pages of feedback about how things could be maybe streamlined, maybe better. And so we'll see. I mean, she took all of that information. She's going to bring it to that committee. She's the policy chair, and start to take a look at maybe some things they can do to make it easier for organizations that are wanting to come in, work with people around reentry and recovery issues, and trying to improve that system, that process. So that's on the horizon. The other thing we had talked about their last meeting, the reentry guide for the state of Minnesota, with the Community Supports Committee at MCA, which R3 is a part of, as well as some of the organizations here, have put in an application. They contacted us to get more information, and now we're waiting to hear back from them if Minnesota will be involved in creating a reentry guide for the state. And so, kind of still in the beginning phases of that, trying to get information back. So hopefully we'll get a positive result, and then we'll really lean on everybody for their assistance putting together a reentry guide that's comprehensive for the entire state. And not only just folks here and other volunteers, but also folks with the Minnesota Corrections Association who are interested in getting this done on a statewide basis. So we're looking forward for those things to happen. But before we go any further, our presenter today is Kaylen Broms from Global Health Link Inc. Don't forget the Inc. part, because I just emailed her and the Inc. part keeps coming up. So in order to get started, Kaylen is the Community Referral Coordinator at Global Health, who offers a variety of different services to people in the community involved in reentry, involved in recovery. They have employment, housing, 24-hour emergency assistance support staff. She did provide us with some handouts, but before we get her speaking to you, I'd like her to know who's in the room, the organizations you are affiliated with, and what it is you do. You can kind of go around, and we can start with Marlon over here.
Marlon Mazaris, I'm the Director of Ranger Services for Damascus Way and Golden Valley.
I think we spoke on Johnny Anderson, Joyful Harvest Ministry, which is an in-prison ministry primarily. And I'm picking up my newsletter after this, and because 50 salvation letters to newly incarcerated. I printed off 700 now, which is nothing compared to Dwight, I know, but this is what I do. So, but just pray that as men and women both in state and federal prisons receive this, that they will turn their lives over to Jesus.
Perfect.
Lee Bailey Sealer, I'm Operations Director for Five Stone Media. We bring a number of resources into prisons and into the reentry community. Lifeblood. We have a brand new reentry curriculum. It's in pilot right now called Life Eds. And just this morning, FYI News, we just came from Stillwater, where we were giving out 200 dozen donuts to the staff on behalf of Five Stone Media and Eagle Brook Church. And we also do prison ministry work for Eagle Brook Church in jails and prisons in Minnesota, and then we work around the country with other organizations. I will introduce, because she's not here yet, she's running late, we have a new staff person named Tabitha Perry, just so she doesn't have to interrupt later. She's our volunteer coordinator and church outreach person. Tabitha Perry, she's a former CO with a great deal of experience, and she would love to get to know a lot of people.
Great. Yeah, I'm Steve Peterson with People Incorporated, and we have a program that partners with local jails and community corrections programs, providing reentry services to individuals who are ending their time of incarceration.
Thanks, Steve.
Bill Tyler with NCI Ministries. We do digital outreach on Facebook, social media. We also go into prisons. I go into prisons and speak and share my testimony to try to encourage people on a faith-based recovery, the organization, along with reentry discipleship house.
Great. No, that's just a jacket, Rich. I thought there was another person. Let's come back around here. Oh,
Bill Betzler, I'm a volunteer for provide housing and services for recently released felons.
John Middle, Chief Marketing Officer. Mostly less.
Alison Alstron, I used to be with an organization called United, which is a platform to connect healthcare, social care, and government care around serving people in our community who are trying to navigate what services can be available to them, and just